Now, the final best purchase you can make in your 20s is investing. And I left this for last because you can look at 101 different YouTube videos out there. They're all going to say the same thing. And I will say, after paying off your credit card debt, this is by far the best next option. I think a lot of people out there, if they can only invest $50 a month, they're like, oh, what's the point? This isn't going to turn into a massive portfolio. That's not the point. The point is that if you're investing $50 every single month, once you get to a point where you can invest $500 a month, you still have that habit ingrained inside of you. And I know for some of you guys, this sounds crazy, but I'm telling you right now, if you start at a young age, you have time on your hands. Time is the most powerful asset on earth. So you might get to a stage where you're 40 or 50 and you can invest $50,000 a month, or maybe even $500,000 a month. I know this sounds crazy, but trust me, you can accomplish a lot in a decade or 2 decades time. And the thing is, if you start these habits young to actually invest, then it just becomes effortless. It's second nature. So the best thing that you can do in your 20s is just start DCAing. DCA basically means dollar cost average. So every week or every month, just invest into the markets. Now, my best recommendation is either stocks or crypto. I'm not actually a massive fan of stocks. Well, I will say, at the time of recording this, with the way the stock prices are, I find them a lot more appealing, at least these days. So the best thing you can do is just make a commitment that every week or every month, I'm going to invest the same amount. And you basically tell yourself whether the markets are down, whether they're up, it doesn't matter. I just invest. I just make sure that I have time in the market. And the reason I recommend stocks or crypto, by the way, is because they're fractional. You can buy fractions of something. Whereas I guess for me, just at a young age, I always thought, okay, real, big wealth in terms of, owning assets is owning property, and property is great. I recommend it for everyone here, but obviously you can't buy a fraction of a house. Well, I guess there are some companies out there that are trying to do that, but you kind of get my point. It's just much easier to dollar cost average into the stock market or the crypto market every week or every month.